Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Okay, so apparently we are just in a alleyway headed to the Black Lake District, I would assume, which is why my map isn't wanting to work in another area that's preempted to the Black Lake
Hello.
area, I assume. Uh, Stop right there, or stop where you are, citizen. Commoners are not allowed to enter the Black Lake District. I'm a member of the City Guard under Airbeth's command. Calm down. Some new recruits can't even keep up. I think I've heard of you, though. Is there anything of interest I should know about Black Lake? The whole situation with Meldonin. Glad he isn't my problem. He's a strange one. Okay, well, who is Meldonin? He's one of the noblemen, supposedly a wizard. Scary reputation. Probably shouldn't say more than that, though. Come on, telling me is not going to do any harm. Alright, I guess there's no harm. It's not like it's going to be it's not like going to be struck by a lightning bolt or anything. Fact is, Meldonin's been hoarding food, or so the claims for Soma, or Formosa, one of the louder noblewomen in Black Lake. She says the food should be used to feed the city, and wants to force the sorcerer to give it up. She's stirring up quite a bit of trouble over it. If you want to know more about it, you should talk to Formosa. You'll hear her screeching soon enough. I think if you go near the district's main square, or I think you'll hear her screeching soon enough. I think if you go near the district's main square, I wouldn't mind someone trying to rein her in myself. I don't need to ask him about the water dating creatures. That just seems like a waste of time. I doubt he'll give me anything useful that I won't naturally come across. Okay, thank God. So my map did work. Thank God. And in the Black Lake, we need to go to the southwestern quarter to find the tomb. Okay. So the southwestern quarter. Let me go through that again real quick. To give me more details. Well, alright, good. Thank God it's not going to be a lot of nonsensical stuff going on. There's a lot of people roaming around. Alright, so this is not a very big place. That's good. There's the wizard lab. Let's go do that right now. Is that... Yeah, there's Formosa. We'll talk to her in a minute. Actually, let me go through all the lootable stuff. Maybe we'll get lucky with some kind of loot. Shadow conjuration? Let me read that. Yeah, conjures a shadow variant of one of the... Yeah, okay. I think I do remember reading this at some point. Darkness, invisibility, mage armor, magic missiles, summon... I don't like that. I don't like the randomness of that at all. I'll learn it, but... I did look up a lot of the spells and things like that last night before I went to bed. And I think I'm going to go with my natural instinct whenever we do the feats. I do think I'm going to end up going with the spell focus, and I think I'm going to go necromancy, then I'm going to go with evocation. I don't imagine I'll be able to get any more than 2. But I'm not quite sure. I'll figure it out after that. But necromancy is always good. You know, they do have a lot of the spells that I was thinking of. You know, Abidazim's Horde Wilting, although seems like they only call it Horde Wilting in 3rd edition. Okay. Whatever. But you have Wail of the Banshee, Finger of Death, just stuff that I would really like to have an advantage, any advantage that I could have on my saving throws versus those spells. I think Evocation's another good one, but a lot of the spells that I really like come from Necromancy School anyway. There's the Sundial. Now here's the thing that I'm curious about. It's like we've got 3 of the items that we need for the guild, right? Getting into that Wizard's Guild or whatever it is. I don't know. I have no clue where the kindling will be. The air method. Good. So, puff of fog. Cloak Tower membership. Got the clay, got the water, got the puff of fog. Now we need to figure out where a bit of kindling wood is. But I don't know where the other wizard tower or wizard area, whatever it would be. Wizard lab. I'm still curious if I accidentally got these in the right order that they're marked here. Because again, I know I've said this before. She said to mark the order. And I got them in the correct order. And I just can't help but wonder if that's... if the game kind of holds my hand through that and puts the order automatically, which seems stupid. Just because... what's the point of making it a specific order if I can't potentially screw it up? Not that I'm looking to screw it up, mind you. It just seems odd. I don't know. But now we need the bit of kindling wood, and I'm not sure where to go. Because we went to every district, and there was only 3 labs. So I guess my alternative to figure out where to go is to roam everywhere I can to look for another sundial. Let's go talk to Formosa.
Who are you? One of the city guard, I suppose. What do you say? Don't you think Meldanin should be forced to stop his hoarding and give up his stores?
So she just said something. He became rich on our labor. It's only fair we should not be left to starve. It's a good point. I mean, if it is in fact true. It is, after all, the duty of the people to watch over their own. What do you say? Who's Meldanin? You don't know about Meldanin? Well, you must not be from around here, that's for certain. Meldanin is a vicious and evil little man. He does whatever he pleases in Black Lake, and he has 2 things: magic and power. He kidnaps people for his experiments and has all sorts of magical abominations in his estate, and all the other nobles pretend not to notice. Well, I won't, and I'm not intimidated by him. His merchant house has been hoarding food and goods for years in this district. He should give up whatever he like. He should give it up whether he likes it or not. And who are you then? My name is Formosa, whatever. Daughter of a noble house. I may be shut in behind these walls along with the rest of the nobility, but that doesn't mean I think we don't have a responsibility to the city. There are people starving out there. I would help them if I had food to offer, but only Meldanin has it. And having his hoard taken and given to the sick is the very least Meldanin should suffer. How do you know there's an actual horde? You talk like that's in question. Well, no shit I talk like that's in question. I have no clue what's going on here. I'm fresh to the city guard, trying to gather as much information. Don't sit there and I should assume that you're telling the truth for the sake of it. Like, just shut the fuck up and answer my question. Oh, that's not an option. Only continue. Anyway, well, Donna has never denied that fact, and everyone at Black Lake knows that it's true. He keeps a warehouse near here, locked up so tight with spells and wards that there's no hope of access without the proper key. Otherwise, the city would have stormed it long ago, I'm sure. Everyone's too frightened of Meldana to do anything about it, however. So much easier to sit behind these walls and pretend there's no plague at all. Well, I mean, out of my options, I agree with you totally. I'm just sort of taking her word for it, which feels... clearly, I assume that it is true. Like, metagaming here, or out of character or whatever, I totally think she's telling the truth. Because the guard, before we came in here, said that he was not confident. I had to persuade him to talk about this Meldana guy. So that kind of matches up with, like, being afraid or being evil or something to that nature. So we're going to go with 3. Totally agree with you. Well, that's good to hear. There's few enough people around here with some courage to know what's right and say it out loud. The only question that remains is what is to be done about it. The city guard have their hands full just keeping order, and the chance of me stirring up these frightened pigeons to act is not good. Something drastic needs to be done, and it needs to be done by those that have the ability and the conviction. Like you, sir. Will you help me? Or what exactly do you have in mind? Well, that depends. Are you adverse to performing a task that some would consider underhanded? Just how underhanded are we talking here? Speaking of killing Meldana and taking from him the key to his warehouse. Okay, will you kill him or will I? I'm no killer, sir. If I were, I would have challenged the sorcerer long ago, and all this would be unnecessary. I'm not opposed to taking out evil, right? I'm true neutral, but again, my options don't really feel great here. It feels like, look, I don't mind a railroaded game. I really don't. But this one feels a little too, like, not only railroaded, but you're kind of forcing me to wear a seatbelt, and you got someone constantly checking that everyone's got their seatbelt on while the train is in motion. You don't really need to be wearing your seatbelt. Or like the plane is not experiencing turbulence and whatever. I don't really need my seatbelt on at this point. It feels a little too... I don't know. I'm rambling now. I just don't feel like I have enough info to be fully convinced that this guy is evil and that I should go kill him. I don't know. We're going with it because, it's kind of obvious that the guy is evil. Now, maybe they will throw me a total curveball and this guy is got nothing and he's being falsely accused. But I don't think that's the case. Anyway, we must acquire Meldana's key, that allows access to his hoard, and Meldana himself must be killed so no one fear retribution from the monster. Okay, there's a little bit of justification in her reasoning there. There's a little... Maybe I should wait to speak, go through all the conversation, then speak on the issue. That is more reasonable, that this man is evil and he will retaliate if they just take his food. Now, Donald lives in a walled mansion in the northwestern corner of Black Lake. His gate is guarded well and there are other wards, but somehow you must gain entry. I don't expect you to do this without a reward, of course. Bring me the key, and I will give you a magic necklace for the sorcerer's silver tooth. I offer you 500 gold pieces. I want more than 500. What did I say? Suppose there's no harm. Oh, coin up front. Okay, well, she gave me 100. That's not really... Eh. I guess if you don't plan on doing that quest... Oh, actually, you know what? That might be the main part of the quest. I don't know. Or that might be the main quest here, rather. Hey, you... Don't even. I will put you down. Oh, I don't kill dogs in games. Oh, what's so evil? Oh. Pussies. I'll break that dog's head open. You were not invited. Get out. What is this? Is the city falling apart now? Get out of here this instant. That's what I'm talking about. Kick me out of the house. I'm so an intruder right now. I'm with the city guard. I don't mean you any harm. Suppose you can be trusted. Woman on her own these days and these dangerous times has to be cautious. You understand? No, anybody, not just a woman. I mean, more so a woman by herself, I would assume. But I mean, anybody. You got the plague. You got this nonsense and people getting desperate and hungry. Everybody needs to be careful. Lock your door. Hey, what was it you wanted? I'm collecting tax. Oh, that's terrible. Do you know of anything... the investigation of the plague. I don't... Everybody seems to have this option and always leads nowhere. I'm not going to bother with that. Do you know anything of interest going on in Black Lake? We nobles have been trying to keep to ourselves mostly, but I do try to keep up on the latest gossip, if that's what you mean. Anything in particular you could think of? Well, there's the business with Meldonin, but talking about him is never a good idea. Okay? You're pouring on more reason for me to go get him. Come on, tell me a little bit more. Anyway, I suppose there's no way for the wizard to know, is there? Well, word is that Meldonin recently acquired a young woman for his amusement. He won't let her out, and the rumors say she's rather strange. Perhaps not quite human. Gods only know what he wants with her. Rather sordid business, you know? That must be the Dryad. That's got to be the Dryad, so this is the main quest. Yeah, she's rather strange and not quite human. Yeah, kind of obvious. At any rate, if you can see for yourself, Anyway, if you want, you can see for yourself. Meldon's estate is in the northwest. I wouldn't advise going there. He won't see you. Anything else? Any work that's going on? Formosa's looking for people. We already did that. We'd like to see the wizard gone, but what are we supposed to do about it? Okay. I mean, that seems like something the guards can enforce on this guy. It's like, but I guess the whole we're distracted with the wailing death or whatever. I guess that's their excuse. God damn, I hate that. I haven't found. I did try to look up to see if there was a way to get the familiars to stop, and it didn't seem like there was. I got this guy to stop attacking things, which was good, but getting the familiar to do it, no bueno. What are we looking like on experience? 2,000. Meh. Yeah, scythe. I really like scythes. I really like scythes. This way out, probably. Okay. That's the warehouse. We need the key to get in there. The Hodge estate?
Hello.
Better step back. Only those in the company of Mr. Hodge are allowed to enter his estate. Boring. This sounds really... Is this the same thing that the other guard on duty said in the other district? Ask your questions. Why can't I enter the estate? Actually, I don't care. Yeah, this is exactly the same thing. Because this guy doesn't care much either. And he's like, I'm not really much of a fighter. Door's already been open. You can just walk in if you want. I wouldn't, though. It's not safe. And why? Because there's mean guards. Guards inside. Yeah, same thing. Really won't mind if I go in. Let's go. This must be similar to the other guy. I forgot what item he gave us, but it was the item that we kind of muscled our way in, or that we kind of muscled from the guy. Even though we oh shit. Even though we really didn't muscle it from him. Oh Jesus. Yeah, even though we didn't really muscle it away from the guy, he still wanted to be rid of the item because the lady who wanted it was causing him a lot of grief. I don't know. I can't remember if she was sending guys or she threatened him or whatever. I'm giving this a second to see if any traps pop up, because I've already used find traps. One right at the door there tells me that this place is probably going to be full of traps, and then the other one that was right here, so... Nope, enemies nearby. Makes sense now that I see that, because the guy did just say that there were mean guards inside. Alright. Sorry about that, I'm all situated now. No, I'm not. I want my drink. Do I even do... You know what? Let's do it. I want to see what the game has to offer. I turned her down when she wanted all these pieces of art, or... I think it was art that she wanted. Makes sense, because that other thing was a statue. So, whatever the Hodges are up to, let's do it, just to see what the game has to offer. Let's unlock everything around us. Yeah, we got quite a bit. I figured we'd get quite a bit there. I don't see you being trapped. Oh, I have a feeling I'm going to need a lot more find traps and knock spells, though. If I hit one trap... fucking hell. 35? Yeah, we're going outside to rest. Oh shit, save. I feel like I'm being a little exploited and a little not expletive, I don't know, I feel like I'm exploiting the rest mechanic here, but that trap hit me for 35. I couldn't even find the trap. We face checked that one. You know what? Give me resistance. Let's go over here first, actually. I should have put more fine traps. I don't believe for a single second there is not a trap here. Son of a bitch. Trap, Jesus. I wonder if Find Traps would have found anything in this room.
For the old guard!
Or if that door prevented me finding any traps in here. Trap. I really would give anything to have that same mod from Baldur's Gate 2. Shows me my rounds. Oh, hi. Bad kitty. I figured he was blocking. Ah, the cook.
Good day.
I'm waiting for an answer. What are you doing in my kitchen? Probably a bandit. Relax, I won't hurt you. Save your words. You'll get nothing from me. If you're looking for Master Hodge, he's already gone. You'd think that bugger knew someone was coming. He's taking his master key with him. I couldn't help you if I wanted, which I don't. I don't want to get involved in the affairs of Master Hodge. So it seems like all these people that, and I'm very I don't know, but I'm very confident this is one of the art quests that Ophelia, whatever her name was, wanted. I'm super confident in that because all these guys seem pretty shady themselves. That other guy he's mixed up in a bunch of shady crap because he's afraid of that chick, whatever. Same thing with this Master Hodge because this cook he don't want to get involved with whatever Master Hodge is going on. If you share a relationship with him, I don't know which of you is worse off. Yeah. Now get, my muffins are burning. Sure. Are you trapped? Are you trapped? Or here? I could see this being a trap. Can we rest? Of course not. Yep, trap. Son of a bitch. And locked. Summon creature 1. Yeah. Alright, well we're close to time. We'll end it here and we'll pick it up in the next one. So thank you very much for watching.